Who are the Samaritans? If you have been raised in a Christian tradition, you know the Samaritans basically through the parable of Jesus, of the Good Samaritan in the book of Luke. Why did Jesus pick a Samaritan to help a Jew? The reason why he did is because in the first century, it would have been absolutely unthinkable for a Samaritan and a Jew to show any kindness whatsoever towards one another. They hated each other intensely, and any kindness was unthinkable. Jewish-Samaritan hatred was legendary in the Middle East, even though the Jews and the Samaritans were most closely related racially, religiously, and linguistically. But then again, the most vehement hatreds usually are within a family. But the two groups of them are diametrically opposed to each other's plans. So who are these Samaritans who oppose the rebuilding of the temple? Well, that depends who you ask. The Jewish response is now, and always has been, that the Samaritans are essentially the pagans who were settled in the northern kingdom of Israel by the Assyrians, who imperfectly, partially, and impurely adopted Yahweh worship. The Old Testament is decidedly biased against the Samaritans, and you can even glean from many of the sayings of Jesus of Nazareth the typical Jewish bias against Samaritans. Ancient Jewish writers like Flavius Josephus of the 1st century A.D. is thoroughly anti-Samaritan in his writings. And if you ask modern Israeli archaeologists and historians, they will give you the same basic answer. The Samaritans are pagans who imperfectly adopted the worship of Yahweh. What if you were to ask a Samaritan who he is? Well, here it's an easy point to get an answer, because there's only about 600 Samaritans live to this day. The Samaritans will say that they are the true children of Israel. They are the faithful followers who followed Moses out of Egypt. And their priests, which still exist to this day, are the direct descendants of Levi. They call themselves the faithful to the law. Their principal beliefs are, number one, that there is no God but God. They believe in the unity of God. They believe that Moses is the one and only true prophet of Yahweh, and all the other prophets that Jews, Christians, and Muslims believe in are false prophets. They believe that God only inspired the writing of the Pentateuch, that is the first 5 books of the Bible, and these they believe to have been written by Moses. They believe that the holy mountain of God is not Mount Sinai, is not Mount Horeb, is not Mount Moriah of Jerusalem, but it is Mount Gerizim. Mount Gerizim, which is located in the northern kingdom of Israel, the province of Samaria, and in the modern-day West Bank. And it is still to Mount Gerizim that to this day the Samaritans retreat for their Passover festivals, and they pray facing Mount Gerizim. The Samaritans will eventually come to the belief in a universal judgment day and the resurrection of the dead. If you ask the Samaritans who they are, they will say that they are the remnants of the northern kingdom of Israel that was not carried off by the Assyrians, who continued to worship Yahweh in what became the province of Samaria, based on the capital city, also called Samaria. So who are the Samaritans? The Jews have claimed they're pagans. The Samaritans claim that they are the true Hebrews. Well, in next week's class, we'll get the definitive answer as to who they are.